And welcome to another striped animal. I know last week it was a zebra, now it's a tiger. This is a white Bengal tiger. Very rare, very endangered, because they actually can't find them out in the wild these days. But that's really not going to be the focus of this tutorial. It's going to be more about how you can create a really interesting abstract background by starting with a very, very simple blocky abstract background using only three things, which is water-based spray paint, a spray bottle full of water, and a squeegee, and then building upon that with different layers using stencils, solid paint markers, Posca markers, acrylic paint, and even incorporating some collage into this. So, without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and all of the materials that I use will be listed in the description below, and there will be links to them as well. Alright, so let's get this paint party started. Firstly, I'm working on a 20 by 24 inch canvas, and I'm going to demonstrate one of the easiest ways I've found to create a simple abstract background. This will lay a solid foundation to build more layers on. I'm using Montana water-based spray paint, which comes in this convenient workshop pack of 16 colors. I misted my canvas with water first, so the spray paint has more workability and can be easily moved around with a squeegee. With this method, I chose a palette that included two bright colors that kind of complement each other, one earth tone, one light color, and black. This way I get to separate the canvas into sections, which is sometimes a lot easier to work with, and it already has some potential because there are some transparent colors that are also mixed in there with some opaque colors. And because there's water already on the canvas, it increases the transparency of even the opaques, so this is a fantastic base layer to start building on. Okay, so now that the base layer is dry, I start to add some more shapes like these numbers and some pattern stencils, as well as a few new colors, but still staying within this color theme for the most part. The fluorescent red is Liquitex water-based spray paint. I love using fluorescent colors in the lower layers because it has this really cool brightening effect that plain red can't give alone. I also work on getting some new textures like some drips from spray paint and water, as well as incorporating some acrylic inks, as you'll see in a minute. Okay, so what I'm using right now is this Acrylic solid paint marker, and it gives this really cool crayon effect, and I absolutely love using them in any kind of mixed media piece. You'll notice in that lower section of black that there are some pink lines going through it, and I decided I did not like those, and so I did not keep them. One thing I will say about sketching out this tiger was that it was extremely difficult on this colored background because you can't distinguish where your lines are actually going to be. So there was a lot of kneaded eraser that was happening on the sketch, and it just took so long to do. So I'm actually using a light gray neutral paint to paint the white of the tiger in, because the highlights are going to go on last. And then I'm going to put some of the black stripes in, but not all of them, because I haven't really made a decision on if I'm going to have all the stripes being black at this point. I also decided that I needed some more warmer tones with oranges in there, and then these 3 little acrylic ink dots, I was like, oh, I can make them into these kind of, I don't know, flower-like things. So I got to do a little doodling in this layer, and I ended up keeping them. I thought they were pretty cool. So usually I use a matte gel medium in order to apply collage, but for this I ended up using a gel gloss medium, and it works just as well. It just has a more shiny appearance, but it doesn't really matter because I was going to be covering it all with paint. But as I wanted this to kind of almost have this like combination of abstract street art vibe, the collage was a really important part of this. So transparent acrylic inks are kind of my go-to when I want to deepen colors or add a layer of color on top of already existing colors to make them a slightly different hue. You can also make it more subtle by adding water to the acrylic inks, or you can keep them really vibrant. So at this stage, I have so many vibrant colors on this canvas, and I need to knock some of them back. So this is where dry brushing really comes in handy, and you can tone those colors down by misting them out a little bit, and it actually helps create a little bit more atmosphere in the painting. It knocks those bright colors back, but it adds some more textural interest as well. Now I can finally finish the tiger and get all of the detail in on him with all of his highlights, all of his shadows, all of the different kind of whites and yellows that are in his fur. And this is my favorite part of working on the focal point.
mystery. Hope you see what I can see, 'cause I don't need the mystery. I hope you see what I can see, 'cause I don't need the mystery. I hope you see what I can see, 'cause I don't need the mystery.
So hey, this painting has a lot of layers and I think it came out beautifully. I love the white tiger. I think it's majestic. It represents courage in here, strength and everything, and I think that the background really goes along well with it because, you know, red is a power color and that's a very prominent color in this painting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And hey, check out this playlist that has a lot of other mixed media tutorials in it. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.